Okay, hopefully you can be able to hear me with these microphones. I am back. Hello. Hi, my gods and goddesses. My name is Ramira, aka Mira the Goddess, and I help moms master mindset, money, and motherhood, all while creating a balanced life for themselves, helping moms go from survival mode to soft life, all while creating a balanced life for themselves. God has already prepared for us to have this soft, abundant life. So let's go ahead and transition into it. All right. So today I wanted to speak on turning your sorrow into success. All right. Before I start, eyelashes is off. It's actually 11:10 right now. 11:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Earlier today, um, let me tell you about my day. Earlier, pray, give thanks to God, and then I was trying to figure out as far as like what I was gonna do with the kids today because it was certain things. I couldn't make a graduation party. It was a graduation party that happened today, but I couldn't make it in time. Um, so I was just like, and then by the time we would have came, it would have been late, and I didn't want. It was kind of like, "Hey, girl, I'm here for the pool." And not for a party. And I didn't want to be like that. So I'm gonna give her tomorrow and, just share my celebrations with her tomorrow at church. Cause yeah, I didn't want to be that. And I didn't want to drag the kids with me too. And yeah, nothing. So we end up going to it was this car show that was down the street, and also we went to a screen on the green later today. We left early because the volume was so low. Like everybody started leaving, kids started getting up. It's kids in the back that's playing football, and I'm like, yeah, we're tired. So let me see. My middle son, Damari, he was up here on his phone. Um, Lamar ended up going to the car. He's like, I'm about to go get my football. I'm just like, and Demir is watching the kids like, I want to go play with them. And I'm just like, all right, at this point, let's just go. So we came home and yeah. So yeah, I came home, got the house together, and here we are. I'm giving you 11:11. All right, so I had a couple of points that I put here. So the number one says, all right, hold on. Before I start getting into just giving you stuff. All right, so turning your sorrow into success. All right, so if you do not know about me, much about me, um, I am 32 years old. I have been hit with anything you can possibly imagine, from rape to abuse to manipulation to everything. Okay, but none of those things stopped me. It was hard. It was hard, but none of those things stopped me. I'm painting. I just realized that, and now my setup has to be a little bit different. Or yeah, we can keep it like this. I think I wanted to do like a podcast theme setup type thing. Like who was it that I watched? Like B Simone. She's normally like comfy. I like the comfy, comfy talking things. Like I think that's gonna be my setup um when I can. Because sometimes I'm outside or yeah, it's beautiful outside right now. Okay. We and kids are outside. But anyways, I turn the sorrow into success. So pain points, those things, those traumatic events, those powerhouse stories that has happened to you, those things that happened to you that's in your life that actually changed your life, all right, that actually made your life go into a different direction. I Hey, I didn't want to be raped. I didn't, but what came out of it was my wonderful, handsome son Right? My son actually changed my life. I don't know where I'll be without him. And because of that bad thing turned into a blessing for me, uh, here we are. He's a great big brother. I got two younger boys as well, and they follow his lead. They follow, he's a great role model to them. So, you know, turning those turning those sorrows or turning those pains into success. So first thing is first is you have to get up and forgive yourself. All right. That's first things first because how are we going to help encourage others when um we are not even taking the initiative to just get up? How I suffer with anxiety and depression. I got depression almost got to me to where I did not want to get up out of the bed, but the only reason why I was getting out of the bed is to make sure I take care of my kids. Hey, I was so depressed that I let myself go. I let my home go. I let things pile up. I let people walk over me. I became a people pleaser. It changed my life, but then I had to get up and I had to start fighting for myself and start speaking up for myself and things like that. So first you have to get up and forgive yourself. Um, Forgiving yourself is the hardest thing. That's that hard part because we can easily blame ourselves. We can easily blame ourselves and be like, oh man, I shouldn't have did that, or why did I do this, and why did I get in this relationship, and why did forgive yourself. Hey, you have to find the lesson that was learned. All right. It's always a lesson that is learned. Hey, I know I'm not gonna walk at night, um, without speaking on the phone to people or especially if it's dark at night. I know I'm not gonna, put myself in a position to where I'm being manipulated. I'm around manipulators because they ain't doing nothing but manipulating the people that's around them. So you think I'm just one out of the none that's not gonna get manipulated? Come on, like, thinking logical about the things. And I'm not saying like, it was because, even if it was because of your fault, even if you did put yourself in that position, right? You have to forgive yourself because if you don't forgive yourself, you're gonna keep beating up yourself. You're gonna keep, going through the same cycle. I remember me just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna just post 10 videos this month," and then I will be upset and beating up myself because I didn't post 10 videos, and then it carries over into the next month, and I didn't post the 10 videos that I should have posted before. So, um, yeah. So you gotta forgive yourself. All right, number two. Feel your feelings and journal. I had to grieve. I had to mourn. Failed relationships, failed engagements. I had to feel the feelings. I had to cry. I had to release. Feel your feelings and journal. All right. I want you to journal. If you journal your feelings, journal how you're feeling that day. Journal how you're feeling, even if you're in a happy mood, right? You have to like I'm happy today. This is the thing that I did today. I'm not forcing you to journal, but I feel like you should journal in the process in the beginning if you're feeling like everything around you is bad. Um for me, I can't remember things. Um I can't remember my childhood, and I can't remember traumatic events after me healing from the traumatic events, which is a cool thing. I mean, I still remember, but like the actual, I can't remember every single thing because one, I'm in stuck in survival mode, so my mind just going and going, 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 and So feel the feelings and journal, and it gives me like, hey, back in 2013, I was feeling like this, and then now you can see the progress as well. Or even if you don't see your progress, you can see like, dang, back in 2013, here it is 2026, and I'm doing the same shit. And it's like, okay, do I need to fix this, or is this good? Is this healthy for me? You know, you can recognize the patterns. For me to learn how to get out of my depression and how to break away from that, I was also breaking generational curses, guys. I had to figure out where the patterns was coming from. I had to, I had to get deep, baby. All right, I had to go within. So, uh, journaling helped me. It helped me to identify, hey, when I'm around these people, this is how I feel, or hey, when I'm in this place, I cannot do as much. I'm not as productive. I feel more stagnant here. You know, feel those feelings in journal, because that can also help you reflect on the past, and then also that can help you for the future as well. All right. Number three says, use their energy to focus on your goals and make it useful. Who's all had a heartbreak before? Okay. I've had I've thought I've been in love a couple of times. Okay. I was loving things that did not serve me. I was loving things that did not pour into me. I was loving things that was not good for me. All right. Don't you know no good? All right. Um, but it's and when you're in a state of depression, you tend to replay, and I don't know if this is everybody, but I know during my depression and during my sorrow times, I reflected on everything. I replayed conversations. I replayed the day. I replayed what I said. Dang, did I say that? Why did I say that? And I would beat myself up, right? Or dang, I'm thinking about him, or I'm missing him, or I really want to be with him, but he has the X, Y, and Z. Why do I still, you know, yeah, no. We're focusing on the wrong thing. All right. I realized me just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking was getting me nowhere. I started looking around. It was like, all right, I'm doing all this thinking for what? All right. Use that energy. Use use when you're feeling that sorrow, pain, and you're feeling hurt or you're feeling down. Use that and pour into yourself. Pour into your goals. Pour if that is, you know what? I miss this man, but let me do 10 push-ups. Let me do 10 crunches. All right. Because there's gonna be another man and I don't want to look sloppy. or or if it's or if it's, I did not pass this test. All right, use that energy. Let me focus on these chapters that I did not pass so I could be ready for the next one. I get it. It's easier said than done. However, you cannot continue to be stuck in that. You can't get stuck in that. Get up. Come on now, get up. That's not good now, baby. All right, cry it off. All right, feel the feelings, cry it off, release it, and let's go on to the next one. Use that energy for good. Use that energy for you. It's no like we can't just be just sitting all grumpy by ourselves. All right, mad at the whole world. Go love the world. Cause the whole world ain't mad at you. It's just it may be a couple people that might be mad at you. All right. Get yourself out of that environment. Go love on something that loves you back. All right. So use that energy to focus on your goals, to make yourself happy and make it useful. And then the last one that I have here is share your success with others. Right? You never know who you're gonna help. You never know who you may run into. You never know the words that may come out your mouth will be hmm, will be what the next person needs. You ever had a feeling? You ever had one of those situations or one of those encounters where you just like somebody, even somebody random, they come up, hey X, Y, and Z. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give you an example. I was at church and it was Wednesday Bible study. I had to be. I was downstairs with the kids, but I was watching the video on my phone. I was watching, the studies on my phone, and I came upstairs and I had a question for the pastor because I'm like, I've been waiting for you to talk about this one subject. And he talked about it, and I was giving him some of my personal questions that I had for him. He answered, and he's like, "Those are really great questions." I'm like, "Thank you." Blah blah blah. We end the talk, and I was about to walk out, but I'm so happy because I got my answers what I needed. I was getting the answers of what I needed. And I'm smiling and I'm happy and I'm glowing. And this older lady, she got I think she's in her late 70s. She's in her 70s. I'm gonna ask her her actual age. Never met this lady, but um, we probably did, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. No, but we don't actually know each other. She's just like, come on, give me some of that. And I'm like, come on, you want some of my like, just joking around with her. She's like, I love that smile, I love that energy. And then she goes on and she's like, man, you got some wisdom on you. She's like, I know we haven't really talked, but I could see that you got some wisdom on you. And she going in. And she's like, you got a mission and you got this and you got, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Like, it's just like everything she said was like confirmation to what I was looking for. Like, it was, and it was like a time earlier that day, I was a little bit in my feelings, too, like kind of beating up on myself a little bit. But I released it, I let it go, and I was just going on with the day. And then as that happened, she's talking to me, and I'm just like, thank you, like. I was like, I really needed that. She's like, no, I really needed you and your energy. She's like, if because I said, thank you. I'm calm in the middle of my chaos right now. And she's like, man, she goes in and she's like, that's because you got peace, you got joy, you got this, that, da 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 da. You got that wisdom, she's like, you need to use that wisdom. Don't let nobody stop you from, don't let blah blah blah. I'm like, thank you, like thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I needed that. Because earlier that day I was not feeling that, you know, and I'm like, you know what? Thank you. I needed that. And I'm gonna take heed to it because when them older women, them grandmas, them great grandmas that been here for a while, and she give me the blessing like, come on, baby, you wiser than us. When an older person tell me that I'm wiser than them, oh man, I'm not gonna take advantage of that. I'm not gonna miss that opportunity. I need to use this wisdom, you know? So basically, you never know who you're going to run into. You never know who you're going to talk to. You never know what you may share because that can be able to help the next person. All right. Use that powerhouse story. Use those tests that you didn't went through, those trials that you went through, those tribulations that you went through, and that could be testimony for you. But it can also help the next person. It can help them with the next their step stools. Okay. All right. Mara says she went through depression. All right. Mara says she did that. All right. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do. We want you. Come on. Come on. We let millionaires. I ain't no millionaire yet. All right. I am a multimillionaire. Let me put that. Let me manifest that. Okay. I'm multi-billionaire. All right. But uh, millionaires leave clues of success. So that means that I need to pick up on the clues that they didn't dropped in order for me to get to where I need to be. All right. We're not no millionaires right now, but we got something that can help the next person. We got something that's in us that can just a regular average Joe, all right, and be like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. Guys, I did not have a college degree. I don't have a college degree. But the things that I'm providing and the skills that I'm giving out and the tools that I'm like, this stuff could be in college courses. Don't let nobody stop you. I don't care. I don't care if they got how much money in the world. I don't care if they got how much education in the world. Don't let nobody stop you. You never know you never know what the next person is battling. You done already battled it. You done already went through it. Why not give them some information? Why not give them some words of encouragement? Why not push them up? Don't tear us down. Don't tear us down. And don't tear the next person down. Don't put your projections on somebody else. It's not that far they fault that you going through this. And if it is their fault, what did you do? Take accountability. Forgive yourself and move on. Come on, y'all. Let's move on. It's time for us to get to the next level. I don't know if you guys have been my OGs. Oh, I ain't even say my welcome back, baby. Welcome back. But my OGs, if you've been rocking with me and you've been following me, that means we've been growing. We've been growing. We have got here. All right, it's time for us to get to the next one. But what we gonna do is we gonna share our knowledge with the people that needs it, that's behind us, that's trying to catch up with us. You know? I say no competition. At the end of the day, you in a competition with your own stuff. At the end of the day, hey, for me, I just want to please God. I don't even care if I just touch one person. All right? I just want to please God. I just want to make sure, hey, when it's time to go to those gates, I get that approval. All right. Now I've done things in the past. All right. But that gives me, hey, let me share this information with you. Let me share you hey, I've been exactly where you been. Let me show you how to get out of that. Even if it's just one person. In the Bible, we can change. We can change. Change is good. We can change. We don't have, even if we are doing bad, we still can change. Forgive yourself because God is forgiving you. Every day that you wake up in your life, in your life, God is forgiving you. God is giving you the opportunity to create. God is giving you the opportunity to repent. God is giving you the opportunity to make it right. Go make it right. Sometimes it does go back. You have to go back and you have to, hey, let me talk about this. Eh, hold on. Okay. Um, Try to figure out who's outside. Cause what? All right. So that's what I have for you guys. I might cut that last part off. I don't know. But if I don't, it's 11:30 at night. Cause what? Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Um, I one of these days we gonna sit down and we gonna just talk and catch up. Because life is changing for me. Y'all see, as I said, I'm painting. I don't know if you guys are on my other social medias, but Mama is selling her home. God has blessed us with over 7 years of being in his home. This was my first home and my first purchase. Well, it wasn't my big girl purchase. It was kind of my big girl purchase because I did have a couple other purchases before that, but this one asset, baby. Yeah, but I really feel like God is like, I got you. Bigger is better. You know, you can't. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. You know. So yeah, I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Make sure you take these tips and use them and follow them and go after what you love. Go after what your intuition is telling you. Go after what your heart melts for, your heart beats for, your heart pumps for. My dog, I'm gonna go take care of her. I love you. I will see you in the next one. Okay.